At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10.
You woke up to see yourself lying on the couch. You glance at the wall clock. It's just 7 in the morning. You look for your cold husband and see him sleeping on the bed peacefully. A smile crept on your lips, but soon it disappeared when you remembered about his. Isn't he getting late for the office today? You said to yourself while looking at his cute face, which was slightly pouted. You decided to get up a bit early so you could make breakfast for him. You walked to the bathroom and after taking a bath you came out, but to your surprise Jungkook was not there on his bed anymore. Where did he go all of a sudden? This man is just like a robot, you murmured to yourself and walked outside. You were looking for him in other rooms but couldn't find him. It's been months to your marriage, but still you forget yourself lost in his big mansion, as it's a huge luxurious mansion with endless hallways and numerous identical doors. It seemed like finding him became mission impossible. Finally, when you were about to give up, you heard the pans and pots slamming. That means he was downstairs in the kitchen. You rushed downstairs only to find Jungkook cooking the breakfast and all the maids were bowing down at him. Good morning, Jungkook. Why you are making the breakfast? I could make it for you, you said, admiring the way he was flipping the pancake. He just nodded his head in a way, it's okay. He didn't even bother to say some words you thought in your mind while making weird face. You are getting late. For the office, you go get ready. I will make the breakfast for you, you said. No, I am fine, it's okay, he said while sprinkling some salt and pepper on boiled eggs and not even bothering to look up at you. No, Jungkook, you are late. Okay, then I will toast the bread, you said hurriedly, taking some slices of the bread and turning on the toaster. Before you could put them inside the toaster, he held your hand. Don't you understand the English? I said that I don't need any help. Just leave it to me, he said in his cold voice. The maids looked at your face and then again bowed down before Jungkook's sharp eyes could catch them. You glared at him, moving your lips swiftly. You acted as if you were seeing him. With foot stamping, you walked to the living room and plopped down on the sofa while arms crossing over your chest. What does he think of himself? He is such a good person. I just asked him for help, but now. No, this man knows how to make the other person piss off. He's annoying. Whatever, I'm never gonna help him, you thought to yourself. In the meantime, you heard Jungkook placing the dishes on the table. Your stomach grumbling with hunger and you couldn't wait anymore. You got up and briskly walked to the huge dining table which was adorned with tempting and delicious breakfast. It looks like Queen's feast, you said, biting your lips while your eyes sparkling as you sat on the chair beside him. Who said it will be shared with Queen? Sorry, but it's King's feast. If you wanna have food, go and make it for yourself or ask the maid to make it for you, as I'm not gonna share anything with you, he said, picking up the fork. I could make myself, but rest and my tummy are not allowing me to get up and make the breakfast, so sorry to say, but I am going to share it with you, you said, giving him a cheeky smile as you put 2 pancakes out of 3, 3 eggs out of 4, 1.5 sandwich out of 2 in your plate. Jungkook looked at you in a disbelief and let out a laugh. Once you were done with the food, you rubbed your tummy getting up from the chair. Hee, oh, the food was so good, that's why, you said, smiling at him, and went upstairs, leaving him shocked and bewildered behind. Time skip. It was around 7 o'clock in the evening while you were in the kitchen preparing dinner for both of you. The maid was cutting the onions while you were cooking the bibimbap when the doorbell rang. It must be him, Miss Lara. Would you please open the door? You asked to the head servant while eyeballing the ingredients you were adding in a soup. She nodded, bowed down, and rushed to open the door. As she opened the door, it revealed exhausted Jungkook. She took the overcoat and briefcase from him and got to give him a glass of water. Jungkook sat on the sofa and to get relaxed when you came to him. I have prepared us a dinner. First go and freshen up. Then we will have dinner together. You smiled looking at him. I am not hungry, he said in his as usual cold voice. But cook, I have prepared it for you. Don't like to repeat my words, he said and looked up to give you a sharp glare. But I thought we will eat together. You were cut off by him. I said I am not hungry. But you stood up there firm as you looked into his eyes. Who you think about yourself? It took me an hour to prepare the dinner for you. Okay, if you are already had your food, you could just ask me and politely instead of like having this. I married you to make your parents happy, you said, making the maids looked at each other in a disbelief. Jungkook scoffed and got up from the couch as he came closer to you. Looking into his eyes, he smiled. You don't need to prepare dinner for me, neither you should show concern to me. Remember, you will always be treated like a good girl here. I don't think so you will be able to handle the consequences, he said. You stood there like a statue as few tears dropped down on your rosy cheeks, wiping them off. You took a deep sigh and looked up at the ceiling. Everything will be fine, Mayan. You can't be this much weak. You are gonna be okay, you said to yourself and walked to the sofa. Jungkook's point of view. Oh, that Mayan made me lose my temper, but why I'm feeling sad all of a sudden. I think I should not use this much cold on, but she admits so much. But what about her innocent face, the way she looks at me with teary eyes? Oh, my heart. You are not an ordinary one. I quickly changed into my black suit and grabbing my briefcase, I went to the downstairs to see Vian glaring at me with her big eyes. I said, rolling my eyes, and left outside cause I have something to take care of right now, so I had to leave for there. Vian spoke. What he thinks of himself. Taking a deep breath, I grabbed my phone from the table and dialed my mom's number. Hey Vian, how did you call me at this time? She asked, confused, and it was 9 o'clock at night. Do I need to watch the time before calling you, Mom? I was missing you, that's why I called you. Dear, did you cry? Why your voice is sounding like you are hurt? She asked, concerned. How she knows that I cried? Why moms are like this? Vian, tell me, did Jungkook say something? She asked. No, Mom, I am fine. Why would he say something? He's a nice person, I replied, wiping off the fresh tear which was just escaped my eyes. My little Vianney has grown up, she said in a sad voice. I was feeling really dejected and I was afraid that I will end up crying loudly, so I cut the call. After saying goodbye to her while I was wiping my tears, I heard the bell ring. It must be that icy cold man. I got up fixing my hair. As I opened the door, it revealed man holding the bouquet of fresh lily flowers in his hands. Yes, I asked, knowing. Hi, ma'am, is this Mr. Jeon's house? He asked in his polite voice. Actually, I was asked to deliver this bouquet here, he said, handing me the bouquet. I clasped the flowers confusingly, and before I could ask him who sent them, he went out. I was trying to figure out who sent those flowers because I don't have any relative or friend here in Seoul, and that Jungkook would never send me flowers even in his dreams. I smelled the fresh flowers and then took them upstairs in my room where I put them in a vase and went to the bathroom for doing the night routine. Others spoke. On the other hand, Jungkook reached the room and walked upstairs to your shared bedroom. There he saw you sleeping on the bed peacefully. He was about to go to the bathroom when his eyes fell on the flowers which were in a vase. He smiled and looked at your sleeping figure, so she liked the flowers, he said to himself and went to the bathroom. Once he was done with the shower, he came back into his room and laid on the couch for the first time in his life because he never laid on it, but he didn't even want to wake you up from your sleep. Time skipped to the morning. The sunlight streamed through your room window, which made you get up from your beautiful sleep. As you woke up rubbing your eyes, you saw Jungkook fixing his tie. Jungkook looked at you through the mirror and bit his lower lip in nervousness. He knew that you were still angry with him as he saw you rolling your eyes at him. Morning, Vayan, he said, trying to speak softly. You didn't say a word and turned your face to the other side. I'm sorry, Vayan, I shouldn't talk to you like that, he said, looking at you. Vayan in mind, did this icy cold man apologize just now, or did I hear something wrong? Should I say quiet or reply him back? But Vayani, he said sorry to you. I know I hurt you and don't think so I have right to that's why I sent you those flowers last night. He said, looking at the vase. Oh Mo, did he send me those flowers? He's not that cold, by the way. You thought in your mind and made up out. Oh, I also wanted to tell you that we need to get going to the party. It is a business party. They invited both of us. Will you go with me? He asked. You thought for a moment while fidgeting with your hands. Fine, I will get ready, you replied, looking up at his face nervously. Great, he said, smiling. Times nervously before full-length mirror. You didn't know how to dress up for a business party, but you know he asked you to wear something elegant. Your dress was beautiful and shimmered subtly under the room's light. You finished the look with a pair of red high heels and delicate jewelry. Your hair was styled in a loose. Suddenly your room door swung open and Jungkook entered in along with the briefcase in his hand. The clicking sound of your heels made Jungkook look up at you. His gaze was initially focused on his mobile, but then he froze, his eyes widening as he looked at you. He never thought that you would be this much beautiful. You turned around and looked at him as your lips curled into a sultry smile. I just couldn't figure out what to wear, so I wore this dress. I don't know if it's looking nice on me or not, you asked, looking at him. Ah, you look incredible, he whispered, staring at you. Won't you say something? Do I look? You asked, being confused. Let's go, we are getting late, he said, looking back at his mobile phone. This cold man can't even compliment me, you said to yourself at him. Wait, let me spray some body fist, you said in to perfume. Jungkook nodded, trying to focus on his mobile phone, but his concentration. His eyes got wide and could barely. You walked to him, the scent of perfume mixed. As you both left for the mansion, the drive to the venue was getting too difficult for Jungkook. Jungkook nervously tapped his finger on the steering wheel. Jungkook stared at you, but you suddenly glanced at him, making him look away as he cleared his throat dramatically until you both reached the venue. As you both reached the venue, a luxurious hotel ballroom bathed in soft golden light, but Jungkook's mind was still reeling. The usual pleasures dress of business even felt distant, overshadowed by the way you were looking. After a few minutes, Jungkook was talking to his clients while you were standing beside him like an extra candy. They were doing business conversation and were planning about their arrival, in which you had zero interest. You were getting bored, so you decided to walk to the bathroom to retouch your makeup. As you reached it, a random guy smiled at you. But suddenly someone came in. Guess who it was? None other than Jeonjungkook. You looked at him in a disbelief as you were not able to judge just what he said right now. Jungkook then ran to you and smiled. Are you okay? He asked, looking into your eyes. You nodded, making him in a relief. Time skip. You both were driving back home after spending 2 hours in a party. The Jungkook tried to show mental, but you didn't hear him. You both reached the home. And was about to make the quiet exit when you held his hand, making him sit on the bed. Jungkook, you said, your eyes turned into grumpy. Yes, do you need anything? He asked, looking at your cute face. Do you know you are stupid? You asked, laughing. Who? He asked, confused. You are stupid, don't you get it in one go? You said, making him frown. I think you need to sleep, he said, trying to get up. See, you are stupid, you can't understand my feelings, so I feel. Can't you get one simple thing? You were cut off by him. As he smiled, looking at you, your eyes widened in a shock. I will never leave you, Ryan, never, he said, smiling. 1 week later, you both were sitting in the living room, hands in hands, while watching a movie when Jungkook got a call from his younger brother Jungsu. He grabbed the phone from the table and answered the call. Hey little bun, how did you bother to call us? He said teasingly. Oppa, stop teasing me. I was just missing you, so I decided to call you. He said in his jolly voice. Why you don't get someone who keeps you busy all the time? He said and smiled. Oppa, I wanna marry someone like Vayanshi. She's beautiful and nice. If I find a girl, I'll definitely marry her. He said smiling. Jungkook's nose started to flame in a gif. Suddenly an idea popped into your mind as you got closer to Jungkook. Cook, is it Jungsu? Please let me talk to him. You said and snatched the mobile phone from his hands before he could shake his head. Hey Jungsu, long time no see. Where are you busy nowadays? You asked, putting the mobile phone on a loudspeaker. Hey beautiful, nowhere. I'm just busy to find someone like you, but you know I'm getting failed. He said, pouting. Jungkook rubbed his temple, feeling a pang of. Don't worry, you will find someone soon. No one can say no to you, as you are handsome, you said and eyed Jungkook. Ah, is that so? You are also pretty, sister. Before he could complete the sentence, Jungkook grabbed the mobile phone from your hands and cut the call. Keeping it on the floor, he looked at you. Let's see who's more handsome for you. He said, smiling at you. Time skip. Oh my, he said. Yeah, I knew it. You smirked.